So I'm finna meet her. I had no time to do my hair, just no time to brush my teeth. I don't know if my breath stink at the moment. Like, I'm super nervous, I'm sweating. I ain't have no time to just like gather myself. Hey guys, my name is Brooklyn and I love to create content around fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, and to help others by openly sharing my journey as a trans woman. If any of those things sound interesting to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and to follow my other social media platforms, which will all be linked down below. A while back, I posted a video about me taking a flight to meet someone that I've only known for 21 days. And I know that sounds crazy, and a lot of other people thought so too, because people were in my comments asking, where have you been? Are you okay? Why did you do that? You're going to get kidnapped. I had people DMing me saying, you know, I haven't seen you post in a while. Are you okay? Are you okay? So I know that all of these questions are being answered late, and I should have been posted this video, but this is a story of what actually happened. This had to be one of the gayest things I've ever done too. It pretty much all started because she DM'd me from one of my posts, pretty much just saying how good I look. And the message was smooth, so I had to respond back. Little disclaimer though, this will not work for anybody else. Sliding to my DMs will get you nowhere. It's locked up already, so.
It's a wrap for you, baby. Don't put that in.
That's going on. I have a real bad problem with trying to see if someone actually likes me or if they're trying to be friends with me. So I responded back, and well, first I went to go look through her profile, and yeah, she was responding to like no question. I was like confused, like dang, she talking to me? Me? So as the conversation went on, I'm trying to gauge like, is this friends or is this more like, what is this? And the more and more the conversation went on, the more and more I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely not going the friendship route. And after talking for a while, we realized that we were far apart, like different sides of the US.
Well, that's a little excessive.
It is different sides of the US. Come on, it's okay. Complete size.
I guess. Okay. Now they think I live in California.
And for me, I don't really talk to people long distance. I don't do long distance relationships at all. People have been 2 hours away, 40 minutes away, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not talking to you. I'm not wasting my time. Like, if I can't drive to your house and you can't drive to my house in 15 minutes or less, I don't want to talk. We wasting each other's time. But for some reason, this was just different. And I don't remember exactly how it was said, but I pretty much along the lines was saying, like, you know, I would give you my phone number, but like we're so far away, what's the point? Pretty much just saying like we're too far away for this to work, because she is really far. And then she hit me with that, we gay, so does it really matter? You're right, it don't matter. Ever since then I was hooked. And from there the conversation just went really well. I feel like definitely when you're talking between two feminine people and you're not talking to men, and you don't got to worry about all of the extra stuff, you're just a lot more open with each other. You share more, and everything just happens a lot faster. So I know I said I met her within 21 days because that's starting from the date that we started talking up until the point to where my plane landed and I seen her. But I decided to take a plane ticket after 2 weeks. Yeah, that's true. The conversation was amazing. I've never like clicked with someone so much so soon, and it was just really shocking to me. And at that point it was like, regardless of the distance, like this is too good of a connection to not go forward. Like at this point it'll be crazy to not. So at this point I've definitely already decided to take my flight. I got my plane ticket, and getting ready to go meet her was like one of the most nerve-wracking things, because the big thing was over the phone and over FaceTime we talked to each other 24/7 all the time. There was like never a moment where we really wasn't talking to each other unless the other person was busy doing something. And just because you get along on the phone or on FaceTime doesn't really mean that's going to translate in real life. So that's one of the main reasons why we wanted to meet each other so soon, is to know if we was wasting each other's time or not, because we can get along just perfect over the phone, and on FaceTime there's no problems and everything is just great, and then you meet each other and the connection is not even there. So I was really nervous about that trip for that reason, because there's just no way to tell how it's gonna go until it happens. In taking a flight, I have really bad anxiety, and this was my first time taking a flight that did not have anything to do at work. So usually with work flights, I'm in a group of people and I just blindly follow other people. So I've never actually went to the airport by myself. So I had no clue how to get around there. I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing. All I know is I was military, so my bags was free. This is my ticket, this is my plane, and this is where my plane leave. Ain't no nothing else. The whole time while I'm in the airport, she was literally on the phone with me, keeping me calm and like giving me directions on where to go, because she was looking at the map while I was in the airport. Like, is your girl doing that? Like, come on.
Hell no, she not.
So I'm sitting on the plane getting ready to land, and I decided to take a nap. But I made sure in my book bag I had my edge control, an edge brush, my toothbrush, and some toothpaste. So when I wake up, all I gotta do is take off my scarf, because I have been laying my edges down for hours. I had to make sure I looked good when I showed up. And I was gonna wake up a little bit before landing, and I was gonna, you know, fix myself up, freshen myself up, so when I see her, I look good. But I woke up to the person that was sitting beside me on the airplane tapping me, telling me it was time to go. So I'm finna meet her. I had no time to do my edges, no time to brush my teeth. I don't know if my breath stank at the moment. Like, I'm super nervous, I'm sweating. I ain't have no time to just like gather myself. I woke up, he tapped me time to get off, and he didn't even tap me early. It's like, people are gone. He probably tapped me before that and I just didn't wake up. I don't even know. All I know is I had little time to do a lot of stuff and I couldn't even brush my teeth. So, did my breath stink?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
So I had a little time to fix my edges, and they really weren't that bad at all because I had them laid for hours. I just put my little phone up in front of me, made sure they was good, made sure I didn't have nothing weird on my face, no boogers in my nose. And then I can't remember if she called me or if I called her, but whatever happened, we called each other. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'm getting off the plane. I'm thinking I got time, right? I'm gonna go get my bags. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to gather myself. I can probably stop at a bathroom to brush my teeth, and you know, then I'll see her. But she calls me and she's like, hey, I'm right by the steps. I was like, the steps? What do you mean the steps? She was like, you know, right when you get off the plane, I'll be there. Like right when I get off, so I don't have no time to do anything, no time to gather myself. Like, I'm gonna see you when I get off the plane. And I'm like walking on the phone, super nervous. And then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be in between you and baggage claims. Bitch, I got no time to think. I got no time to do nothing. Getting nervous again.
Why are you getting nervous again?
Oh, I'm starting to feel, I put myself in a story. I was starting to sweat. So by the time I got out and I was at the spot where she was like, I see you. So she seen me before I seen her. And I looked around and all I see is someone like standing over there with their hands behind their back. And I didn't know why she was standing like that. In my mind, I was like, is she trying to like stand like some military person? Like, is that why she's standing like that? But I get over there, and before I even come up to her, like, I'm nervous. My face and edges is not where I wanted it to be. I didn't get to brush my teeth. I got so much anxiety and just built up. It's just a lot happening at the moment. I'm like super nervous. I didn't even get to get my bag. So when I met her, this was before I got my bags. I just got off the plane, just walked into the airport, and there she was. And she looked at me and she was like, oh my God, you look scared. And I mean, I probably did look scared. I was nervous as fuck.
No, you look terrified. You thought I was gonna eat you alive in the bad way.
So then I went up to her, and then I realized why she was holding her hands behind her back. She had this beautiful bouquet of flowers, and I'll definitely put in a picture of them. And this was the best bouquet of flowers that I have ever received. Like, you can tell she just didn't go out and buy some old bouquet and give it to me. Like, she put effort into it. You could tell she cares, and I just love that. Like, even from the jump, she's always been this way over the phone, and first time meeting each other, that's also translating in this bouquet of flowers. Now I have this huge bouquet of flowers in my hand, and I was supposed to give her a kiss. Like, that we talked about, you know, just being ready to see each other, give each other a kiss for the first time, hug each other, and like that was in my mind on the plane ride. I was like, I can't wait to get there and hug her and kiss her, but my brain just didn't work. Like, I hugged her and I wanted to kiss her, but I was like too nervous to do or say anything. So I didn't even kiss her. Even though I really, really wanted to, I was too nervous. So as we started walking to the baggage claims, I was like, I gotta make it up by at least holding her hand or something. So I reached out my hand for her to hold my hand, and this is how she reached her hand out to me. Her hand was shaking like crazy. But that made me feel good, because then I knew like I wasn't the only one that was nervous. We was both nervous. And if someone was like seeing that from the outside, like if someone was watching us, they would probably be wondering like, what is going on? They look so like, we look happy to see each other. Well, we were happy to see each other, but we probably just looked nervous. It had to look like two high schoolers been on a date for the first time. It was terrible. As in like the anxiety and us being nervous and the shaky hands and the sweating and the not knowing what to say at first, and on the car, maybe for like the first few hours, at least I know for me, on the car ride to the hotel, I can't remember anything I said. I don't remember nothing I said. All I know is I was talking just to talk. But like as the time went on, it got better and better. By the time we got to the hotel, I was doing that whole like, we were sitting beside each other, and I was like, you know, I gotta like try and scoot in, and I want to like break the little physical touch barrier, but I was too nervous to break the physical touch barrier. So I was like, just like, let me just slide my leg here, and like I was a nervous wreck. It was not good. And from there, the more time we spent with each other, the better things got, the better the conversations got, the more we was interacting with each other the same way we was interacting with each other through the text messages. And then it kind of just was like we never skipped a beat. It was kind of like we just always been talking this way. We always been interacting with each other this way. It just took a second for us to work the nerves out, because it was a lot happening at once. And that night we had planned to go and do dancing lessons. Right when I got in, we were supposed to change, go do dancing lessons. We ended up changing and then dancing in the sheets, which was way better than any lessons could have been. That was the first night, and then all of the nights after that was pretty much everything we wished it would be. I've never been with a person to where like so soon everything just clicked and made sense. Like it's been such a small amount of time when you look at it from the outside, but from the inside it just feels like we've known each other forever. It's just so crazy to me how we went from being strangers, DMing each other online, to where we are today. And I don't know, if you would have told me months back that I would meet someone online this far away from me and I would be in a long distance relationship, I would call you crazy, because that's not me. Yeah, I think that's what people was wondering the most is, you know, how did it go? Are you okay? Did you regret it? Was it great? And I really loved this trip. I really enjoyed this trip. When we met each other at the beginning of the trip, we were super nervous, sweating, kind of scared to hold each other's hands, and things just got better and better and better. The trip was amazing. The dates were amazing. The time we spent was great. To the point to when we left, we was at a couple crying in the airport, not wanting to leave each other. Like, that trip was amazing, and I could not have imagined it going any better than what it did. So for everyone wondering, am I okay? Did I get kidnapped? Did anything bad happen to me? Everything was great. The trip was great. And at this point, that was, I want to say, a month and a half or 2 months ago. I'm really late on making this video, and at this point we are official. We are dating. So that trip was the start of something new. That message was the start of something new. Everything that happened was just something I did not see coming, and I am just so grateful that it's here. At the very beginning of my transition, I was definitely having a lot of questions about relationships and finding love and dating, and it is just so much that goes into that, and I could make multiple videos on all of the things that comes around being trans and dating and hookup culture and just the whole 9 yards. But for the first time since my transition, this is the first time that I have felt in a relationship, seen, heard, loved, affirmed in my gender. Like, everything about this is just great. And I know nothing is perfect. I'm not saying that it's perfect at all. But what I am saying is that trip was definitely worth it. That those messages was definitely worth it. I do not regret that trip at all. This worked out really well, and I'm just really lucky that it did, because it definitely could have went bad. So don't take my advice and just go be taking flights to people. Don't do that. Do not follow behind me. Don't do what I did. So that's pretty much the story for today. If there's any question that you guys have, leave a comment down below. Make sure to like and follow all of my other social media platforms. And thank you for watching to the end. Peace out.